the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Everybody subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and click that red button right there, and also click that bell for notifications and select all. All right. Yo, it's Games and Graphics. We're making a building with another GTA 5 mod tutorial for you, and today we are going to be installing the infamous Vstancer. All right, this one is created by IKT. Shout out to the creator. When you get down to this download page, always read the full description. It has a lot of important information in here, including the changelog, the requirements, and the keys to press to open up the Vstancer menu. So make sure you read this whole description. After you're done, come up here where it says current and select the green arrow to download. Now, as of requirements, we are going to need script hook V. I will leave that link down in the description. We will not be installing script hook V, but I will leave a link to a video showing you how to install it. So make sure you check out the links in the description first. And once you have your requirements installed and your Vstancer downloaded, should look something like this. On my left hand side, I have one download, which is Vstancer, and on my right hand side, I have my Grand Theft Auto 5 directory opened up and ready to go. I have all of my requirements installed as well. What we need to do is go back to our downloads and open up the Vstancer folder. Inside that Vstancer folder, we are going to open up this folder as well. Actually, we're not going to open it up. We're going to take this folder, this Vstancer folder that I have highlighted, and we're going to take the vstancer.asi. Okay, so take those two I have highlighted, and we're going to drag and drop those two over into our GTA 5 directory. Okay, make sure this is dragged and dropped into your directory. All right, I already have it, as you can see, and you should see your Vstancer right here in your GTA 5 directory, the folder. And if you scroll all the way down, you will see the ASI file. All right, so after this part, once we have Vstancer installed as well as our requirements, we can go ahead and minimize any other window we might have open and run the game. All right, once you spawn into the game, what you want to do is spawn in a vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and grab a vehicle to spawn in. Let's start off with this one right here. All right, so I got this car right here. I'm change the color just so we could really see the wheels and the changes on it. It's like light color. There we go. That's good right there. All right, so in order to open up Vstancer, you are going to have to press the semicolon key. Okay, the semicolon key is right next to the L on your keyboard. Okay, it's going to be on the right hand side of the L on the keyboard. It's going to be a semicolon. That's what it's called. Then you want to press that. That will open up Vstancer menu. Now this also could be changed in the configuration settings for this inside the Vstancer folder in your GTA 5 directory. All right, now let's go ahead and go through these options. The first one is manage configurations. This is where you are going to create your configuration after you already made your changes, and you can save your configuration here. As you can see, there is one already saved by default. It's going to be called A80, and now you can go ahead and select that as well. And when selected, you can see the changes automatically take place on the car that I have right here. All right, now we could change these as well also. Okay. All right, so this is what we're going to do is go back and go to suspension. That's the next option down. Go into suspension. This is what I suggest. If this is your first time using Vstancer, you want to play with each and every one of these. Okay, so as soon as you go to one for the front chamber, you could either go left, and as you can see, the wheel is going inside, or you could go to the right. All right, so I suggest to play around with it just so you can see how it what action takes place, or you know what it's going to do. So for this one, this front camber, I'm going to make the top part of the wheel inside. All right, and then I'm gonna go to front track width. Front track width is going to extend these out. I'm gonna bring the wheel out more on both sides. Okay, so these changes are taking effect on both sides of the car. All right, we'll pull it to about right here. Okay, now this is only the front part. The next option down is the front height. That way we could drop the wheel some if it's too high. And don't worry, we'll be raising the car also. All right, so that is the front part. we adjusted the front camber, front track width, and front height. Let's go ahead to the rear camber, which is going to be the back tires right here. And we could do the same thing that we did with the first one. You could easily match the rear tires with the same numbers from the front tires. There you go. So that's on 28. Next one is on 97. We'll just push this out. I'm in the car with a sunroof, so as you hold the D-pad to the right, the sunroof will open up, but don't worry about that. Alright, so now that I got the track width to my liking, let's go down to the rear height. Okay, rear height, that's going to drop down this tire. Let's drop it all the way down to about 61. There we go, so we can match the front. And last but not least, we have our visual height adjustment. This is going to raise the car up or down. All right. There we go. And the wheels, as you can see, they're still kind of upwards like that. So let's see if we could raise those wheels up a little bit. There we go. Raise the wheels up a little bit just so they could stay stable on the ground. And as you can see, we have some V-stanced wheels already. And when you exit out of the suspension settings, the next option down will be the wheels. If you open up the wheels, you could go to physical sizes, right? And you could adjust the front tire radius, front tire width, front rim, the tire radius over here for the rear. Same for the rear. So you can adjust all this as much as you want. Alright, trying to put this down just a little taste. Actually, I'm gonna leave that up. Right there. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna leave these on these. Alright, now if you're done making your adjustments right there, you have the explanation. Visual size and width are tied to the installed wheels. You have your visual size and your visual width that you can adjust. Alright, if I go like this, obviously it makes the wheels bigger with the visual size by going to the right. If I go to the left, it will make it smaller. Alright. So it's the same thing with the visual width. As you can see that they make the tires super fat. So we can drive around in some fat tires like it's a race car or whatnot. And make that all the way back down. There we go. And then you have your miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is the damage. Damage the suspension, causing the vehicle to drop. Effect is automatically applied if set to 0, 1, or 2. Okay, and -1 disables it. Going back to the menu, you have modifications, display how modifications change suspension geometry. And then the last one you have is advanced settings. You go into advanced settings, update interval, patch mode, and your patch status right there. Okay. Let's go to the manage configurations. Okay, so let's say that you had made your modifications to your vehicle that you want to save. I want to save these modifications I made to this vehicle, so let's go up to manage configurations. Once we select manage configurations, we want to select create configuration. Once you select that, you have to give a configuration a name. Okay, so I'm just going to call this one blue. Since it's a blue car, I'll just call it blue. All right. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, so once you give it a name, if you look in the top left of the screen, it's going to tell you to enter 1 for a generic model configuration or enter 2 for a model and plate matched configuration. So if you have your plates and stuff like that, you want to save all that on there, you can save it by entering number 2. I just want to enter in number 1 just to save the settings on the car, not the car and the plate itself or whatnot. So I'm just going to press 1 and press enter. That's going to save the configurations I did on the wheels. And as you can see, the name of the configuration is going to be right here. Okay, it's going to have the name, the model, the plate, suspension, and everything that you put on the car is going to have right here listed. Okay, now it also saves as soon as you get into the game as well. So for example, I'm going to bring up a car that I had recently V-stanced and saved. It is a GTA 5 vehicle. Let's go to vehicle spawning. This is going to be in sports. and it's going to be a Elegy, Elegy Retro Custom. All right, so let's go over here just to spawn it in, and there we go. Now, as soon as I spawn in the car that has those modifications, it's automatically going to be applied to that car. So actually, I don't have to go into the list, but I can go into the list just in case I don't see those effects taking place right away. But if you had saved a vehicle with the modifications, and you saved the configuration and you gave it a name, anytime that you turn on the game and get in that vehicle, those effects should be taking place immediately. So as you can see, if I close out my Simple Trainer and open back up Vstancer and go to Manage Configurations, and inside Manage Configurations, I have one that's all set for this car right here, which is Stance. Okay, this is the previous save that I already made, and it already had the effects take place on it as soon as I spawned the car in. If I select it again, it's going to say above the minimap, Applied Config Stance. And as you can see, it's still, applied like it was before. All right. So this car also will do the same thing. Anytime that you spawn this car in, it should give the same thing. Let's go ahead and check that out as well. And I believe this is going to be a sports vehicle as well. Let's go here, and let's go back up to right here, the Grati. All right, as you can see, boom, it just happened too. It just happened. The wheels just poked out. So the settings from the configuration that you made, those automatically apply to that car that you made those on. All right. So as you can see, we have 3 Stance vehicles right here. They all have their settings applied to them and saved. All right. So we're going to go ahead and end this tutorial right here. But if this helped y'all out to install it and better understand how to use Vstancer, feel free to smash that like button for me. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share the video with y'all friends that are in the modding GTA 5. Y'all's games and graphics. Me and Big Ballin' ass Frank. We out of here till next time, yo.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.